I don't know what the fuck this guy's doing. I don't know why this guy's standing here. As a fire department person, we're not allowed to touch them. Just so you guys are aware. There's a lot of games. Just so you guys are aware. Even, you know, whenever you, like, drive by somebody, and you splash them with water on purpose? Like, if they're on the road and they're walking, that's actually battery. You can get charged with battery if you do that. So, like, we can't even take out the fire hose and spray them down with water to get them out of the way. Technically. But this is visual steering. Check them out. Hit that like button on their video. This is the fire department's version. So this ought to be interesting. I'm going to probably break this bad boy up into 2 videos since it's 20 minutes. We'll do 10 minutes and 10 minutes, and then follow from there. But that doesn't mean that a citizen can't push this idiot out of the way. I don't know why he's standing there. Get in, go, 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 go.
I think sirens, flashing lights, and a giant red truck would be enough to clear the road. But somehow...
By the way, thank you, visual steering, for actually responding to an email that I sent you.
Every street becomes a stage for the world's worst drivers when a fire truck shows up. You're about to see the wildest things that happens when sirens meet chaos.
Oh!
Let's dive in.
This happens a lot more than you think. So you see how the truck is turned like that? How it's turned to block off these 2 lanes, and it's got the cones here? It's like that because it's there to protect what's happening on this road right here. There's definitely a scene on the other side of this fire truck, and this jackass would have definitely ran right through the scene because of that. This is the reason why whenever you come up to a scene where there's 1 lane and you see the truck parked like this, it's like that to keep traffic from running people over in the scene. Like the firefighters.
Let's dive in.
You'd be surprised.
By police cars and racing against flames, this fire truck had no time for protocol and started...
This guy... These idiots right here, they're all blocking a fire lane. All of them. They need to get their shit the fuck out of the way. This truck has to be able to get up here, link up with the FDC, so that way they can start sending water up to that building up there. They are eating so much fucking time with all these... What are these police officers even doing right here?
Its way to the fight.
And you know what's crazy? My captain would have told me to do this, would have told anyone who was driving the truck to do the same shit. Look at how much time. Look at how much time's being eaten up by this.
Parked in front of a fire hydrant, these firefighters turned the car into a custom water tunnel, 1 busted window at a time.
So I watched a little bit of this. My fiance asked me why they go through the window, and I said it's gonna be, number 1, trying to get that Stort's nozzle, that Stort's connector underneath that car, because the Stort's is like a solid ring. It's fucking huge ring, dude. So, like, trying to get it under this car would be an absolute bitch. Number 1. Number 2, it would restrict the flow coming out of the hydrant, because it's easier the way this is set up. You see how it's looped out like that, and then it goes up into the car? If it's at a 90-degree angle, you're cutting off the solid majority of the flow. And number 2, it's the path with the least amount of resistance. So... And what's crazy is that their insurance is going to call these people liable because they're parked in front of a fire hydrant. It's a fire lane. Don't park there. Fire department's going to get the water. Promise you. And they're not going to stop what they're doing and ask for somebody to come and move this fucking car.
No hose either.
And that hose is heavy. I guarantee you that this is all bent right here too. That hose weighs at least like a couple 100 pounds. You see how it's not kinked at all? It's going right out, and then it circles over there. This hose, this is feeding directly into the pumper. If this is kinked at all, it could be detrimental to the entire operation.
When firefighters meet traffic clowns, it's less excuse.
Bro, I ain't even gonna lie. I've seen this on a short before. This made me angry. This motherfucker right here, he made me so angry whenever I saw this the first time. This made me so angry. Because I think this came out around whenever I was in the fire department. And I let the other guys watch it, and they were like, man, I'd push that guy out of the way. I'd like, batter and ram him. And that was the apparatus driver saying that.
Excuse me, and more. Guess we're going.
See, look, like right there, if he had just stopped, if he had stopped right here, he started to stop, right? And then he just he pulls forward. He just pulls forward.
Guess we're going.
Look what he's doing. What are you doing? This makes me so angry. Why would you go out of your way to do this? Because he totally did. He went out of his way to do this. What are you doing? What are you accomplishing by doing this? And then you honked at him, bro. Move your fucking car. Hey! Yeah, look at this. Uh-huh.
Park next to a hydrant and firefighters won't tow. They'll turn your backseat into a drive-through.
Damn straight. He's breaking that shit in with the hydrant wrench, dude. He is busting that shit in with the hydrant wrench. To give you an idea of how strong the metals are. the fucking dude, it's crazy. Yup, just like that. Oh, that is getting it, boy. Oh, that's a bad fire.
It's a tow truck when you
know it's a bad fire when you got a building that's metal like this with that brick layout. That's a bad fire. It means that bitch is gonna probably collapse. It's already in the ceiling.
It's a tow truck when you've got teamwork. These legends just shoved the whole car out of the way to clear
Let's
the path.
go. Yo! Yo! Uh-huh. He was so far out. Why was that guy so far out?
Whole car out of the way to clear the path.
Jesus. Yeah, they all kind of like, this guy's parked kind of nice. The way he's parked is like perfect. This idiot needs to get up against that lane. I mean, up against that curb. Oh, it's a little fire truck. That thing's tiny. The reason why they don't typically use the vehicle like a battering ram, because number one, you could hurt somebody really bad if you do that. Number two, there's like 3 reasons. I'll say how many. There's like 3 reasons. Number 2 is, if you get into an accident, you have to get taken out of service. Because now you've got to leave everything the way it is, because you've got to get insurance involved. That's why it's so imperative that you get these fucking people out of the way. And then number 3 is, you might actually lose your job. Especially if it's intentional, and you could be facing charges for using your vehicle like a deadly weapon.
This genius flipped a U-turn.
Why?
Into the path of a fire truck. Because who needs mirrors?
You idiot. You fucking idiot. You fucking idiot.
Firefighter jumped out and
yo, look at this little smart car.
Proving once and for all, it's just the baby's first car in disguise.
Oh my god, dude. That thing's so tiny. I could see us doing something like that for sure. You'd be surprised, dude. Like, the fire department men are like, they're not a joke. Mm-hmm.
Because clearly, hazard lights mean park wherever you want. It took a whole squad of strangers to do what the car owner couldn't.
That's crazy, dude. This is crazy to me that these fucking people park like that. How in the hell? Did you see all this happening? Like, how are you not out there saying, "Oh, I need to move my car"? Because they have their hazards on, dude. Like, what the fuck?
Because nothing says I'm the main character like brake checking a fire truck on an emergency call.
No way. No way. Is this real? There's no way. There's no fucking way this is real. Dude, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? Are you fucking kidding me? Yo, there needs to be laws in place that if you do this, your ass can go to jail for impeding. Straight up. Like, this is crazy to me. The only time that we came close to an actual accident, we were going out to a turned over 18-wheeler. This was crazy. See, no one was hurt. Everyone was fine. It was just turned over. It was going like down, like the ramp, you know, like the down ramp that like curves like crazy. And then obviously he took it too damn fast and, you know, turned over. Right? So we had to get on that little thing, and the traffic was fucking terrible. Dude, like it was, whenever I say it was bumper to bumper, like that truck was riding that shoulder the whole way into that turn, dude. Like, I don't think if I was driving it, I could have gotten through that the way he did. Dude, like the captain looked over at him. He's like, fucking hit him. Get him out of the fucking way. And he was like, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. He's like, you can either do it or it's a write-up. And luckily, the guy got over. And we were able to get past him. But like I tell you that I don't even think I could get out and walk the space that was there. I don't know how to. He actually drove it without hitting anything down that space at a reasonable speed. Down the off ramp of the interstate, like in a complete U off ramp, damn near. What a legend! So all I could do is I was like looking out the back, and I was like, God damn, that's fucking close. Woo! I was waiting for it too. I was waiting for him to hit somebody. Good driver, great driver. We gonna call him Mr. P.
In today's episode of What Could Possibly Go Wrong, a Jeep tried to outsmart traffic, only to discover that fire trucks don't vanish just because you forgot to look.
Oh, oh, this is that one. Yeah, look. He already knew it was there. What are you doing? He like turned into that shit too. That's why it's there. Right there. That is an immovable object. You ain't gonna move that fire truck. Fuck out of the way! Get the fuck out of the way! Go! Move!
One driver mistook the sea of cars making way as his personal red carpet.
Dude, no way!
Iconic.
You piece of shit. You. Bro, get out of the goddamn way, guy.
Because nothing screams perfect timing like a food delivery truck parking in front of a fire station. Sorry folks, your emergency will have to wait until someone—
You know what's crazy is that all the fire departments usually in America have huge lines that say "Do not park here" in front of the fire station. Like, it might be covered by the ice, and I do kind of feel like the department's probably liable for that. Like, because you don't see on the road on the left, you don't see where the lines are supposed to be marked. There's supposed to be something that emergency vehicles will be exiting here, do not block. I'm kind of surprised they didn't get out there and scrape up that ice that's right there in front. Because, like, I feel like that's just going to be a hazard regardless. Having that ice like that, that's bad news.
One gets their lunch.
And he's taking his time moving the truck.
Fucking move the truck, guy. My station didn't have that. Funny enough, you'd be surprised. That's gotta probably be part of a newer station or a station that has like the funding for that kind of stuff. But either way, if you know that it's a fire station, don't fucking park in front, dude. They could get a call any second. Literally any second of the day, they could get a call. Don't block them.
The fire truck was playing Tetris with a tight streak. But of course, one lone car decided now was the time to pretend it didn't exist. Until reality and a horn changed its mind.
What the hell are you doing, man? Get the fuck out of the way. Dude, they're holding up 2 trucks. That's a bad incident if you got 2 trucks going to it. Usually when you see the ladder truck go into something like this, it's already bad. Okay, get out of the way. Go. Get out of the way.
Because some drivers think a green light means ignore the sirens and become the problem.
This is the whole reason why emergency vehicles can no longer fly through intersections. You saw how he stopped there. You're required by law now with an apparatus driving license that you have to stop before you go. He did. He stopped. But this is the fucking reason why right here. Because you get that like one person that's like a deer in headlights and they just freeze. And it's like, dude, get the fuck out of the way. We don't care where you go. Just get the fuck out of the way. Seriously, get out of the way.
Hit the streets, they thought they owned the road. Until a fire truck reminded them that horsepower doesn't mean priority.
Get out of the way. What y'all doing?
In the ultimate game of who has the right of way, the fire truck met the street train. Spoiler alert, steel on rails doesn't yield, even for flashing lights.
Oh, I don't know why. Oh my god, I don't know why that. There's no way, dude. Jesus.
Holy.
Yeah, typically, even when you come to train tracks like that, you're never gonna run in front of a moving train. I bet that driver operator was either new or he really thought he was gonna be able to outrun that train. That's a big no-no in every. Like, whenever I was learning to drive school bus, they tell you that whenever you come up to train tracks or any kind of tracks like this, you always stop just before the track. You pop the air brake, and you look both ways. You open your door even. You open your door, you open your window, you turn the engine to silent, or you quiet down the engine. You look both ways, then you close up, and then you go. Like, there are a lot of restrictions in the U.S. when it comes to big-ass vehicles and trains. Because they know that trains will win every time. It's proven through multiple videos.
Holy f***. Holy f***.
With sirens blaring and lives on the line, one driver heroically chose to wait for the green light.
What are you doing? This is like, I don't understand some drivers. So here's a tip for you. Here's a tip. There could be 7 constables around you. 7 of them. And every one of them need to meet a quota for the month, right? You could literally go right onto that road right there and pull off to the right. You could literally jump the light if you wanted and then just keep going after the fire truck. It's a great way to get out of a red light. It's great. Why don't you use it to your advantage? I think they should too.
Traffic laws clearly override common sense.
I feel like in front of a fire station, they should have those poles that come up. You know those poles. You know what I'm talking about, right? They're the new like safety device. If your car gets stolen a lot, you get them inputted into like the ground, right? And then they come up and they're metal. And what could happen is if there's a fire line or something, they can be there, and then you give the fire department the ability to retract them. So that way, if they're going to an emergency, and so that way no one parks in front of the fire station, you could have those poles there, and whenever the sirens go off, the poles lower automatically. Bro, get out of the way! What are you doing? He had the right idea. Fuck.
Bumper-to-bumper traffic and genius drivers blocking the shoulder. Because obviously, the fire truck's just out here for a casual cruise, not trying to save lives.
Why? Why? Why would you block the fucking shoulder? Why?
Don't be those
Bro.
Ambulance is trying to get across and they can't.
The fire truck blasted its sirens like a rock concert, but the box truck blocking the exit acted like it was noise canceling, until reality and a dozen honks finally woke it up.
Move! He can make that. He can make that turn. He can make that turn. I'm sorry, but I gotta call the driver out on this one. He can make that turn now. Unless there's something that he can tail whip, he should be able to squeeze in that. Unless that's where he's trying to go, is right here. Bro, go, man, move! Get that piece of junk out of the way! Go!
Apparently, sirens now mean don't move. Like the fire truck's just part of the traffic show.
You're also not allowed to go into oncoming traffic unless it's blocked. So a lot of people that are going to be down in my comments are like, well, why don't they just go in the oncoming? Because it's illegal, Einstein. Doesn't matter what kind of vehicle you're driving, it's illegal. Even officers that are forced to go into the oncoming traffic, they face usually a fine after they do that. It's illegal. Bro. Oh my god, dude. Yo, there needs to be, like, a training for these American dumbasses that do this. There needs to be, like, so, like, the DMV needs to have a fire truck simulation driving thing that they have to do for every driver. So if they hear a fire truck, they have to get over and get out of the way however they can without causing this. Like, this shouldn't even be happening. This is ridiculous. This is crazy. Dude. All right, last one for today.
In front of
oh, wait, what happened? No. Last one for today. We'll watch the rest tomorrow. What the hell's going on? What is this? Bro, you know what really sucks about this? is they're burning all their energy trying to get this shit out of the way. Like, they're burning, well, not all, but they're burning energy trying to get this out of the way. Get this shit out of the fucking way.
Because nothing says me first,
Okay,
like...
that's it. That's all. We're gonna watch the rest tomorrow. We gotta savor this. There's not too many of these I can react to, damn it. Gotta savor it.